Hi everybody, it's Jade. Thanks so much for winging through the channel, whether it's your first time being here or you are returning on back. I appreciate it. And of course, I appreciate you watching and liking and subscribing if you feel ever so inclined to do so. I appreciate that. And today's tarot card reading is another by request reading from a couple people actually. So I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading for Miley Cyrus today. And yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you watch until the very end. I did pre-shuffle the cards, so before we get going on the reading, I'm going to cut the deck into 3, and then we'll get going. I'm going to be doing the Celtic cross today. Going to be switching it up a little bit. I've been doing the horseshoe spread on the last ones, but going to change it up a little bit here for Miley. And for anybody that is interested, I am using the herbal tarot deck today. All right. I think I used this one last time too, but yeah, I just felt called to this one for Miley. But yeah, if anybody's interested, I'm using the herbal tarot. And then too, I did look up a couple of things. I looked at Miley Cyrus's birth chart. I didn't do a deep dive into it, but I wanted to get her sun, moon, rising sign. I was only aware of her sun sign, but then I just kind of wanted to take a little peek there to see what was going on. So if for those that don't know, and for those that would like to know, nerd notes over here for the win. So Miley, she's 31 right now. She is going through an 8th house perfection year up until her next birthday here in November. So since last November and then coming up on her next birthday here, the 8th house is about other people's money, taxes, property, spouse's money or income. And it can have to do with like debts as well and things that are taboo, the occult, things like that. So that's where Miley finds herself until her next birthday. And it's at the end of November. I think it's the 23rd of November. I actually didn't write down her actual birthday, but I think it's November 23rd because she's a sun in Sagittarius. She's got a Scorpio moon. And the 8th house too, which is for her perfection year right now, is naturally ruled by Scorpio. So maybe feeling some like moon vibes. The moon is mother as well. And she's had some issues with not her mom, but actually her dad. So interesting there. She kind of like took her, what I read anyway, kind of like took her mom's side. When it came to like her parents, I think there was some stuff going on there with her parents, her father marrying somebody that she used to do a TV show with, younger. So I just found that to be kind of interesting. And Scorpios are, they got that stinger, so they can lay low and be private and into some taboo things sometimes. But man, that stinger can come out. So her Mercury is also conjunct her moon. Her Mercury, her communication planet, is retrograde. She was born in Mercury retrograde, and her Mercury is also in Scorpio too, and they're conjunct. So her moon and her Mercury. So too interesting that she was very vocal about taking her mom's side because her moon and Mercury are conjunct there. And then another similarity actually with her mom too, Miley is a Taurus rising. And I did look up Tish's sun sign and Billy Ray's sun sign. So her mom is a sun in Taurus, and then her dad is a sun in Virgo. So there actually is compatibility between her parents there. And then it's also kind of fascinating that a lot of the time you'll share one of the big 3, sun, moon, rising, with one of your parents. So she's a Taurus rising, her mom is a Taurus sun. So I found that to be interesting or noteworthy. And she also, I wrote down here, she also has Chiron, the wounded healer. It's just that wound that we're always trying to heal, but it never really heals itself. She has that in Leo in her 4th house. And 4th house rules father. She's had issues with her father, so kind of looked at that a little bit. And then she is finishing her Saturn return. That happens at ages approximately 27 to 32. And Saturn is kind of the father figure too, or it can be associated with father as well, but the sun can too. But her Saturn is in her 10th house of her career and her public image. And Saturn can bring delays, blockages. It can slow things down unless you put the work in. So, and it's interesting. She's kind of going through it a little bit now, and especially this last year on a public level. So the end of the Saturn return, her Saturn is in Aquarius, so it's got dominance there. It's in its domicile because Saturn rules Aquarius and Capricorn. And I do the traditional rulership. So the modern day ruler for Aquarius is Uranus. But so yeah, she's been kind of going through some Saturn return things, some family things, some things with her father on a public level. I mean, she's a star and a celebrity, so a lot of the time it's going to be on a public level. But interesting that the Saturn is in her 10th house. So I could just keep blathering away about that, but got to get into the reading. So like I said, I did pre-shuffle the cards. I'm going to cut the deck in 3, and then we'll get going here. All right, so let's see what the cards have to say for Miley. All right. Oh, and then too, I did write down, the internet tells me that she is in a relationship with a gentleman, Max Miranda. Hope I'm saying that right, but I think they've been linked or been together for a little while. So, all right, here we go. First card that we need for Miley is the overall theme of what she's got going on right now. So let's see what it is. All right. The Six of Swords. Okay, and it landed like semi-cross, but mostly upright here. So like I said, she got the Six of Swords. Let me get that into focus. That's always a battle here, but it happens. So the Six of Swords is her overall theme here. Working towards moving on, moving forward, moving away from something that was causing stress, turmoil, maybe like fighting for like what she believes in or like taking her stance on something. It's moving away from that. It's moving into calmer water. She could be moving herself or traveling. But, and 2, it just came out in the news as well. I think she's, I don't know if like all out being sued right now, but there's a little bit of a kerfuffle happening with her song Flowers, and Bruno Mars had a song When I Was Your Man. So the lyrics are similar. So there's some legal stuff going on for her right now as well. But the Six of Swords, again, it's about moving away from things that are stressful, from events, that were stressful, that you really had to like tooth and nail it. And there was a lot of disruption and not getting along, fighting too. It's getting away from that. So that's the overall theme here, trying to go to a calmer place, a more zen place. And with this legal battle too, that's happening right now, getting that squared away. And I'm forgetting like the legal term, but when you agree, when both parties agree, so you can move on, like settling. There we go. So, and the Sixes too are associated with a transition. The Six of Swords is a transitional card. Again, going to calmer waters. So it has been a little bit rocky, for her in the news that we've heard about here. And that just kind of fits too with what's happening right now, what has been happening, especially with her dad, and all happening within her the tail end of her Saturn return here as well. So, okay, now let's see what's crossing the Six of Swords here. What is crossing this? What do we got? It landed cross. The Three of Pentacles, building something new here. Getting to that calm place so you can kind of gather yourself and ground yourself and then carry on and move forward, put in the work and the time and effort to do things that she wants to do. And also this could be collaborating with other people, possibly collaborating with her partner, making that more serious or cementing that. Moving in together. It can indicate engagement at times. I mean, we'll see what other cards come out, but just overall, just for her life in general, getting back to a solid place, again, grounding herself here and moving forward and doing the work on things that she wants to do, where she wants to put her time and effort. And it is about teamwork and collaboration too. So possibly collaborating on some new music. I mean, she's been kind of focusing on music. She was on television too, so she is an actress, but collaborating. So something like that too, but it's something that she wants to do. She wants to put her time and effort into with the Three of Pentacles there. I feel like building something new too, because you got the first pentacle. Okay, you plant that seed, right? You have your second one where you're weighing your options, you're getting everything together, and then you have the third. So it's just carrying on. And if you look at the little the moon back there too, we just had the eclipse in Pisces. So what house would that be for her? Well, I'm not going to go too far into that right now, but yeah, again, collaborating, putting her time and effort into projects that she wants to do, and potentially too, like projects that are going to make her more money or solidify herself in her career too. So I could see maybe some collaborating with somebody else on some music here, something like that. I don't know why I just got like farming, collaborating and working on farming, growing your own food, getting into that too. That just kind of came flying in. All right, so let's see what the root of this is. That's the next one we need. What is the root of all of this? All right, yeah, this is a busy time for her for sure. And we're almost into October, and her birthday's at the end of November. So the month leading up to your birthday is usually a very, very busy time. So yeah, this legal stuff, with like this, maybe, okay. 8 of Wands, fire energy. Let me show you at the root of all of this. There is a lot of communication going. There's a lot of messages. Probably for her, this is a very, very busy time. I mean, with this Bruno Mars news too, this is new. I mean, new for me or us. It's in the news now. The news, it's news to us. The news is new. But the 8 of Wands is all about fast action, communication, emails, phone calls, meetings, all sorts of things going on right now. So I do have a feeling that this like suing or whatever it is technically, it's like she knew it was coming, or her team, her people knew it was coming. So they've been kind of like preparing for this. And the lyrics from her song Flowers and from Bruno Mars's song are pretty much mirrored. I mean, so it's like, I don't think she is necessarily super surprised by that, but gathering all her like legal team and just her team in general to help her, either settle, come to an agreement, or what have you. But yeah, it's a very, very busy time and stressful time too. But again, like working towards, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, getting everything figured out. So again, so she can move forward here and get to like a calmer place. Because yeah, I mean, just in general, this past year for her, her and her family have been in the news, especially with her dad. And I don't think her dad is married anymore. I think they separated or got a divorce. And then her mother, I think there was some trepidation with her mother and her sister, things like that. So yeah, it's definitely been a busy time. Let's see what's been going on in the recent past. That's the next one we need here. Coming out of a place where that wasn't so good. Oh yeah, 5 of Pentacles, earth energy again. And the fives are associated with change. All right. And with the 5 of Pentacles in the recent past, it's getting over something. She could have been suffering herself from a little bit of like illness per se. And I just am getting to that it's just like the stress of like this family stuff that she's got going on, like how it's accumulated here in the recent past. If you hear squeaky noises, that is my dog playing with her toys. So that's what that is. She's playing with a star toy. It's literally a star, so it's a squeaky star. Anyway, sorry about that. I feel like she always knows too, right? When I get in the readings, like, oh, okay, I gotta start playing now. But the 5 of Pentacles, it's coming out of a place where you were kind of like down in the dumps, down and out, not feeling good, kind of felt alone too. It's coming out of that. So I'm getting to, especially with all of her family kind of drama that has been going on, like she's been seemingly kind of the rock here with all of this. Like her dad's got his own stuff going on. Her mom's got her own stuff going on. Her sister's got her own stuff going on. And where she's like kind of been like, the rock of it all is kind of what it seems like. So, I mean, that can take a toll on somebody for sure. Right. And especially when you have parents that are like, she almost seems like she's the parent in a sense here. But when the Five of Pentacles is reversed, it's coming out of that, coming out of like where you felt like, again, you were alone, you didn't have anybody, again, maybe feeling a little bit sick or just like out in the cold, off in the cold, and nobody's like, hey, are you okay out there? You're just out doing your own thing. So yeah, definitely coming out of that. And yeah, there could have been a little time there where it was just like a depressive episode there, you know, just because of all the stress and on a public level too. And yeah, maybe even that making her ill or something like that, but coming out of that. And it's the Five of Pentacles, but it's sitting right next to the Six of Swords. So, all right. Now, let's see what is crowning her. That's the next card. What is she thinking about here? Where's her head at? I know it's the King of Wands. I did see that, but it landed face down, so I'll see how it landed. All right. I like to see that for her. And this is right above the Eight of Wands, too, in the reading. Okay? Or in the spread, rather. King of Wands, too. And it's funny, I just mentioned, like, her kind of being or seeming like the parent or like the stable one within her family a little bit here. And the King of Wands, again, fire energy. She is a sun in Sagittarius. The King of Wands, yes, it's masculine energy. It can be associated with a male, with like a manager or like a business owner, potentially father. But where her head is at right now is she knows what she wants. She's going to go after it and get it. And the King of Wands, too, can be associated with somebody with red hair. So it would be interesting, too, if she came out and had red hair now, or collaborating with somebody that is a redhead. The first person that comes to mind is Ed Sheeran, but just because he's a redheaded singer that is popular. And again, like the first one that came in. So we'll see what happens there. But I really like that. Like her head is in the right spot too. And with the King of Wands right above the Six of Wands, it's almost like, okay, this has been stressful. My family's been like stressing me out. They've been all over the place over here. And I've had to kind of like do the talking and kind of wrangle everything in the media. Like I need to just get to a place that is like zen and like, you know, you can do like an just like relax, take it easy. And in regard to her career, collaborating with others too, I could see also this just being like, okay, I want to get back to doing what makes me happy, like making music, having fun, working with people that I want to work with. So I like that for her. And the King of Wands is extremely passionate too. They're encouraging, they're supportive too. So I like that. The King of Wands right on top there. And even though, again, this is a masculine card or it can be associated with men, like I mean, since this is what's crowning her, she could be thinking about a powerful man. But I mean, her having this energy, like, I mean, I feel like she's a total mixture. What we see of her anyway, you know, on a public level is like a mixture of the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Like, again, go-getters, they're passionate, they're feisty, they're funny. So, yeah, good for her with the King of Wands there, going after what she wants. It's like the eye on the prize. And again, the King of Wands, when they got their eye on something and they go after it, they normally get it. Okay, so let's see what's coming up for her here in the near future. All right, what's in the future for Miley? Oh, okay. Opportunities coming here for her. I just want to make sure that's the only card that flipped over. She got the Four of Cups. And the fours are associated with stability. So that's very nice too. Especially kind of, I don't know, again, I feel like I'm saying seemingly is the key word of this reading today. So sorry, I just keep repeating that. But again, because we can only see about her like what's in the news, right? So seemingly, you know, too. Now I lost my train of thought, but anyway, sorry about keep saying seemingly. Four of Cups, what's coming towards her here? An option. But the thing is, does she want to take it? An option or an offer, all right? Like, okay, you can stay what you're doing now, but there's something over here for you. Do you want to take it? Are you interested in it? Do you see it? When I say you, meaning her, with this Four of Cups energy. And the cups are associated with the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could have something to do with her mom, but it doesn't necessarily have to. Just on an emotional level too. How does she want to move forward? I'm thinking like this is some sort of project too. Like, I know I got like farming earlier, like making your own food, something like that. But yes, something where she really wants to be putting in her efforts, like something that means a lot to her. Where again, that could be music because she's obviously a very, very talented artist. Great singer, great vocalist or singer, great voice. And she's been working, since she was a kid. So it's not like she's a stranger to hard work. But the Four of Cups, again, there is some stability there, but it's more or less like, okay, do you want to stay where you are right now? Which seemingly has been a little bit chaotic, according to what we've seen in the news and read, but there's something else here. Are you interested in that? Do you want to take it? And it's up to her. It's totally up to her with the Four of Cups there. All right, let's see the next one. This is if she was looking in a mirror right now, where is she at? All right. Well, she got two cards here. I wonder too if this offer could be something with the gentleman that she's seeing, Max. Because she got she got the Star in reversal and the Lovers card. And she could be torn too between like her parents. I think she has like vocally said, that at this point she made some quip about like the one good thing I got from my dad was my hair or something like that. So there could be something about like between the two of them, like taking a side between her mom and dad. And like her family is kind of like split in two, so to speak, because of the Lovers card, which is ruled by Gemini. Geminis are about, there's twins, there's two things. And with the Star card here, that's Aquarius energy. Her 10th house is ruled by Aquarius. And so right now it is kind of like publicly the Star has dimmed a little bit. It's fallen a little bit. Right now she's not feeling like, as far as publicly goes, as the Star, as she's getting everything that she wants, as the wishes are being granted. And it also makes sense because Saturn is in Aquarius for her in the 10th house, and she's finishing her Saturn return. And again, Saturn is about Saturn will make you do the same thing over and over again until you do it correctly. So until you do it correctly, you're just going to have to go back and do it again. And then when you do it correctly, yay, wow, we can move forward now. All right. That's the reward too from Saturn, is putting in the work and the time and effort. And with the Lovers card here too, that's why I said the two people, like the family split in two. Like, where is she going to go? What does she want to do? Whose side does she want to take? And the Star card there, again, ruled by Aquarius, which is her 10th house. So just not feeling like in a good place right now, because I mean, she is a celebrity and a huge star, but with these cards right now, it's just like not feeling that way, so to speak. And it seems maybe like doors are shutting in her face, or things are kind of like all falling on her at one time. And with the Lovers card too, that can indicate a relationship, a romantic pairing. But the Lovers card is about a decision too. And it's often between two people, two things. It's like you're on the road and then the path splits. So you have to, okay, which way are you going to go here? Making a decision. Where is she going to go with this Four of Cups? And this offer too. Again, with the Lovers card here, it could be some sort of like proposal from her boyfriend. Does she want to do that? Does she want to take that next step? Because she's been married before. She was married to Liam Hemsworth for a while. I feel like they got married like super young. My opinion, super young. But so yeah, with the Star card, where she is right now in reversal with the Lovers card, yeah, there is some decision. And two, what does she want to do publicly? Like with her career? and her celebrity status, where do you want to go next? Do you want to dive back into that and kind of be huge in the public eye again? Do you maybe want to like focus, kind of take a step back and focus on yourself and your family here? Maybe she's feeling a little bit uneasy about her relationship, her romantic relationship as well too. With the Lovers there next to the Star in reverse. Maybe questioning, okay, do I want to stay here? Do I want to go forward? But yeah, there's a choice that needs to be made. Again, with the Lovers and the Four of Cups here too. Like, what's coming towards her? The Four of Cups, there is an offer. Do you want to take it, or do you want to stay where you are now? And then where she is right now, it's like she's torn. She's split. And Sagittarius, her sun sign, is the opposite of Gemini, and Gemini rules the Lovers card there. It's like some sort of big decision here. I mean, everybody's got big decisions to make in things, but all right, so let's see what the outside influences are. What are the outside influences for Miley? Is that the only one? Just making sure. All right, it landed face down. Let's be surprised together, shall we? All right, what do we got? Oh, Temperance. And this is the Sagittarius card too. Temperance in reversal, a major arcana card, like the Lovers and the Star card too. I forgot to mention that. Major arcana cards here, 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom. And the major arcana cards are power players, okay? So the outside influences, there's impatience here. Things are not at an equal like ebb and flow. There's not an equal exchange here going on. I feel like too, with this Temperance card, there's the patience is running thin too about this situation. And I'm really getting a lot of like family drama too on top of this, the song, the Flowers thing. With it being like Bruno Mars's song, on top of the legal stuff that she's dealing with too. And Temperance energy can be very, in reversal, can be very just like unsettling, just like it's not grounded at all, and like a lack of patience. So I feel like too, her patience is running thin with the Temperance card because of all of this stuff that's going on around her. And two, it's right next to the Lovers card. So in regard to her relationship, if there was some sort of, okay, I want to take the next step with you, I want to get engaged, or I want to be together on a more serious level, her patience kind of running thin, or his patience running thin about the decision not being made here. Okay, what do you want to do? Oh, not sure, because things are not at an equal ebb and flow right now. There's not, it's just a lot of scattered, busy energy, which makes more sense again, or it just leads to the Six of Swords again, the overall theme, trying to get to a calmer place, like packing up all of the swords, okay, and then we're moving away from these rough waters into calmer waters. Again, with the Six of Swords as the overall theme here. And Temperance, again, is ruled by Sagittarius, and it's just like I'm getting so much nervous energy and so much instability and no patience around her that it's almost like, infecting her too because of these outside energies. And other people's patience could be running thin with her to an extent as well. But yeah. And the Temperance too in reversal. Make a decision. Easier said than done. And at the root of all of this too, all this communication coming in. So there's probably like so much. She has to like filter through it and sift through it and see, okay, what are the actual options here that I have for my family, for my career, for myself, okay? And her team working on that. But at the end of the day, it's her. She has to make the decision. But yeah, that Temperance in reversal, that's a tough one. It's just like so much unsettled energy here. Just like rough waters, like waves all over the place here. So it's like, no wonder. The Six of Swords is the overall theme here. Let's get ourselves away from this. Let's move away from all of this. But again, where she is right now, the King of Wands, crowning her, going after what she wants, like focusing her eye on the prize. Like once she makes a decision, where do I want to go next? I am focusing on that, and that is where I am going. But right now, not necessarily there yet. Okay, what are the hopes and fears? That's the next one we need. What do we got? Two of Wands, another two. Okay, more fire energy. So she has got everything she needs to move forward, but something holding back. And two, with the Two of Swords, it's like the fear of making the wrong decision of like, okay, I'm ready. I got everything I need. Now I'm going to go for it. But what if where I go is wrong? What if that doesn't work out? What if I should have went on this path over here? And two, I find it interesting, the yellow theme with the Lover's card, Temperance, and the Two of Wands, the last three cards that have come out here, all yellow. And it's like the sun is trying to peek out with the Lover's card over here. You know, it's like trying to peek out, and the sun in the tarot is the happiest card in the deck. It's like everything is going great. And again, the hope and fear, if you look at the person there, they have their two wands. They have the world in their hand. They're looking out. Like, okay, let's go do it. I have everything I need. But again, just like some trepidation about like, ooh, I'm not exactly sure if I go that way, is it going to be the right way? But I do think the King of Wands is going to help, like, you know, push, you know, or just, you know what you want. You know, it's like when Miley's thinking, it's like, okay, I've made my mind up. I know what I want. We're going this way. I'm taking this path. That is what I want, and I'm going to go for it here. Go for it. But still, with the Two of Wands and the hopes and fears, it's just like, oh, what if I don't make the right decision? Then how will that affect things? So let's see what the outcome is. That is the last card we need. All right. And then we'll see what's at the bottom of the deck. All right, what's the outcome if everything stays how it is now? I feel like I grabbed that a little weird. Okay, what's the outcome? Well. It did land cross, but interesting. Okay, and then I'll show you what's on the bottom. Look at this. It landed like this. The Ten of Pentacles. She's working towards the Ten of Pentacles, not like because the Ten of Pentacles is the tree of life here. And the tens are a completion of something. And the Ten of Pentacles is very, very focused on money and family. Having it all. I'm going to take a sip of water. So again, it did land cross. So it's working towards getting back to that, where there's stable energy for her finances, her career, and her home life, and especially family. Getting back to that stable, seemingly stable energy of having, you know, a strong foundation, strong family foundation, strong foundation for her career. And, you know, this is making her own life too. Obviously, yes, she has her family, but this is her, like her own family and self too. And what's crossing her is the Three of Pentacles. And you have to put a lot of time and effort, but you're inevitably working towards the Ten of Pentacles, which again is the tree of life here. Sifting through all of this stuff. Again, to get to the calmer waters, to get herself to the Ten of Pentacles here. Wow. That's amazing. I mean, again, it did land cross, but I mean, the Ten of Pentacles and this could be, for her, money, I don't think is an issue, but this could indicate inheritance too, more money, family money, just the family, just again, having strong roots and having a solid foundation, because there's clearly been cracks in the foundation for her, especially with this last year, but it's repairing that. Okay, to get back to that place. Yeah, that Ten of Pentacles. And that's just like, you have all the pentacles, you have everything you need, you have the castle back there, you have a home, and your home is filled with, your family, you're all getting along, and it's very stable energy. Wow. And more yellow. I mean, the cards kind of have yellow all around them, but I mean, just the Lover's card, the Temperance card, the Two of Wands, and then the Ten of Pentacles. I'll hold them in two hands so you can see them. It's just like the sun is trying to shine down upon her here. Get back to that good place, that solid place, stable energy. I feel like things have been a little unstable. And then underneath the deck here, I want to show you all, is the undercurrent of the reading. It's the Queen of Cups. We were talking about her mother a little bit earlier. This could definitely represent her mom here. Like at the very end of the day, like she always has her mom. Like her and her mom are always going to get along. They're always going to be there for one another. The Queen of Cups, again, maternal energy, but it's an energy of being emotionally stable, emotionally available. Somebody that is very intuitive, very in touch with their emotions. And just the fact that her rising sign is Taurus and her mom's sun sign is Taurus. When somebody has their sun sign in your rising sign, there's just a natural connection there, a natural energy between the two people. You get each other, and you normally attract people a lot of the time that have that, like vice versa. If your sun sign is in their rising, or if their sun sign is in your rising sign. So I just find that very, very interesting too, with the Queen of Cups underneath there. I just feel like at the end of the day, like even if she kind of feels like she's the parent in the situation and she's kind of holding it down for her family, like she always has her mom. And then underneath that, cards are falling over here. I just wanted to show you two. And then I saw the next one, so then we'll stop and then we'll be done. But I just want to show you all underneath the Queen of Cups. And this can be Miley too. Somebody that is, gets themselves to an emotionally stable place. Very intuitive too. And I feel like with her moon in Scorpio, she can read people extremely well. That's what I feel like with the moon in Scorpio. And two, I have found with moon in Scorpio people, just with my own, observations and things, that they are very, very connected to animals as well, and have that, like ESP, intuitive relationship with animals. And she's been like very, very vocal about, I think her and Liam like had a whole bunch of animals. She probably still does. So underneath that is the Two of Cups. That's very nice energy, melding together, two people coming together. That can also represent obviously her relationship. So, him being very, very supportive when she's kind of going through the ups and downs right now. And then underneath that is the King of Pentacles. That's very stable energy. It's masculine energy. It's a business person. But this is somebody that is reliable, that's loyal. They have enough. They have enough money. They're patient. So they're willing to give advice. They're willing to give money because they have enough of it. And yeah, I mean, it can represent a man. But with the King of Wands and this King of Pentacles and both of them being upright, like, I feel like that's her. And I'm kind of getting like the Cher thing when Cher said, like, I don't need a man, like I am the man or whatever. Like that's kind of what I'm getting for Miley too, even though she's in a relationship, but she at the end of the day doesn't need it, she's her own self. And I keep seeing them, so I have to keep showing you. And then underneath that is the Nine of Pentacles. A queen in her own castle, somebody that is very independent, somebody that is connected to animals, especially birds. But there can be a little bit of loneliness with the Nine of Pentacles. But Nine of Pentacles comes right before Ten of Pentacles. So maybe feeling, no, yeah. We're just going to stop. I want to show you the last one. This is the last one because I didn't see any more now. Sometimes when I see them, I got to share them. But underneath the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Cups, underneath there, look at this. The Justice card, Libra energy. So if she does have to go to court with this, and if they do have to go to court, I think it's going to end favorable for her, or they're going to settle. They're going to come to an agreement here with the legal stuff that she's got going on right now. All right. What a great reading. I really enjoyed that. I hope everybody else enjoyed that too. Yeah, this yellow theme I'm just kind of looking at. That's crazy. And then, yeah, the Justice card. So things could come. Yeah. Well, and this is ruled by Libra, and we're about to go into Libra season too. And then after that, it's going to be her birthday. So, yeah, a very busy time. But legally, even though she's going through this stuff and it's happening right now, I do see it either like being settled or they come to an agreement, something like that, with the Justice card upright underneath it all. And another major arcana card here. All right. And too, it's about balance, balancing that energy too, because right now things are unbalanced, a little frazzled with the Temperance card. Okay. All right, everybody. Again, I really hope you enjoyed the reading, trying to put the cards back in the proper place. All right. But again, appreciate everybody. And for those of you that watched until the very end, of course, I appreciate that as well. And until next time, everybody, take care. Be cool, stay safe, and yeah, do all the good things, I hope. Okay, everybody, I'm going to stop talking now. Okay? Take care. I'll check you later. Bye.